Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I haven't filmed for over 6 months and I'm glad to be back. And I hope you're also glad for me to be back. Well, today I'm going to be showing you 10 necessary mods you need to install for Blade and Sorcery 1.0. These are going to be ranging from things like spells to items to full-on packs of different stuff. So you're not going to want to miss a second of this video to get the entire 10 mods. It's going to include quality of life mods, really cool mods as well, and just generally everything you will need for this update to completely enjoy Blade and Sorcery. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Starting off strong, we have a really cool mod, which is the flip spell. And we can find it by going into the spell wheel and looking at the left corner. There's going to be a purple spell called the flip spell. And basically, what this allows me to do is to stand on the edge of this cliff and backflip. And it can also be used to do front flips like this, and even all sorts of weird side flips. And also, if we go into our mod menu and open the flip spell category, we can actually change the settings of it. So, let's see what happens if I set the degrees per second to 1000. And basically, what this will allow me to do is to stand here and flip. However many times that was. So then I can also just stand on the edge of this cliff and do this. Oh, and fall. And then I can come back by using this flying mod, which I will show you at the end of the video, so stay tuned. And now we can spawn in our victim down there, and then activate slow motion, jump off this cliff, do a backflip, and get him right in the head. So yeah, this mod is really cool, and I would definitely recommend you check it out. So next up on the list, we have a quality of life mod, which is remove home limits. And this mod does exactly what you would expect it to, which is remove the home limits. So if we go really high up, usually there would be an invisible ceiling right around here, and it won't allow you to go any higher. But because I have this mod, I can actually go even higher and higher and literally as high as I want. And just look at the view of the home island from here. It looks pretty cool. And this mod should also technically allow us to go as far away from the shore as we want. So, I'm actually curious, can we reach that?
One eternity later.
Okay, so I don't know what this big mountain is right here, but that right there where I'm pointing to is the home island. And this thing definitely got closer, so let's keep going.
2,000 years later.
Oh, come on, we're so close. My arms are already tired, and those little textures at the bottom of the mountain, which you see, that's the home island. We're so far away.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Okay, we're here. Let's see if we can actually land on top of this thing. And, come on, is this... I think it's just we're just gonna go right through because this is not loaded collisions. But, yeah, I'm correct. We're just inside of it, and everything around is just blurry when we're inside it, so that's that. Anyways though, this mod is really cool, and you can go exploring stuff like this big mountain using it and everything around. It's probably not gonna have collisions in it because it's not supposed to be part of the game, but it's fun to explore anyways, so you should definitely download this one. Our next mod on the list is actually an item mod, and it is the Yamato. And this, as you would expect, is a katana with a very sharp blade. YouTube, don't look at that. Don't demonetize me for that. But this sword also has some magical abilities. And you can unlock them by going into the home, and then putting the sword into one of these things, and then putting the sheath into the other one. And now you will have a bunch of abilities that you can grab, see what they do, and then unlock them. So the first and probably the worst ability of them all is that when you hold the sheath and then press the trigger, you can actually do a dash. And that can help you do this. The next ability is that when you're holding the sword, you can actually press the trigger and swipe in a direction to do a slice at a distance. And this ability actually behaves differently depending on how the sword is imbued. So if we imbued it with electricity, it will do this. And then obviously if we imbue the sword with fire, then it will do this. And then my favorite one is actually when it's imbued with gravity, because it can do this. And surprisingly, this sword can actually be imbued with modded spells like Black Fire. Look at that, doesn't that look cool? And by the way, if you wanted to know, yes, this ability also works with modded spells. So the next ability is, if we hold the sword in the sheath, we can click the trigger and sheath and unsheath the sword quickly to do this. So if we put some people on the beach and then do this ability, yeah, well, complete destruction happens. The next ability is if we hold the spell use button while holding the sword, we can slice through her like this and then sheath the sword back in to do this. And another ability is that we can spawn in a bunch of friends in front of me, and then when we hold the sheath and the sword, and then press the alternative use button and the trigger while pulling out the sword, it'll create a bunch of lines like if you do the sword beam. But now, when we sheath the blade back in, look what will happen. Or another ability is that when we hold just the sheath, we can press the spell use button to fire a blade at that guy, and now a sword is stuck in him, a blue sword. And then we can just press this button over and over again until this guy dies a miserable death. And this ability also has different variations, so if we hold down the alternative use button and push the sheath away from me, we can do this. And that's instantly 8 blades fired at this guy, and no chance he survives that, unless your aim is trash. And if I press the alternative use button without moving the sheath, it will fire blades all around me. So let's see how many of these guys get pierced by a blade when I do that. Okay, it definitely fired swords around me, but why are these guys not dying? That was not what I meant to do. I mean, there I could definitely see blades being fired all around me, but these guys just weren't getting affected for some reason. But if we click the alternative use button and pull the sheath towards me, look what will happen to her. How do you have 2 blades literally going through you and you are alive? Alright, just die. I said die. Just die. Is she dead? Okay, let's inspect the body. Yeah, I think she's dead. And if we just hold the spell use button and move the sheath in a random direction, this is what will happen. It will just rain down blades, a bunch of them, from the sky. And how are you alive, my friend? Okay, while he's still on the floor and didn't get up, let's just finish him off. So yeah, the Yamato is a really great mod that you can do a bunch of stuff with that you just saw, so 100% download this one. And again, a reminder to you, YouTube, everything that's just been done and is going to be done in this video is for educational purposes only. Don't even think of demonetizing me. Moving on, our next mod on the list today is the Death Beam. And this one is a spell that can be found in the spell wheel by looking here, and it's also a purple spell with a temperature icon that says Death Beam. And then when you click the grip, you will see this little ball appear above your finger, so that when you click the trigger, you can fire. I hit that guy's toe, and he still died. That's how powerful this thing is. So I'm actually curious, how far can I hit an enemy with this thing? So if we put this guy right over here, and then we can fly back to here. Let's see if I can hit him from there. Close. Come on. Oh, I got him. I got him in the torso, but he didn't die. He needs to die. So I hit the guy, but he didn't die. And that's where this comes in. if you do the death beam and then instead of just clicking trigger, press the spell wheel button as well and then click trigger, it will have an explosive variant. That will definitely kill the guy. So I guess we can also spawn in a group of people in a packed space and then do this. How are 4 of them alive? Okay, you know what? I'm just deciding to fly up and then just click a bunch of times with the explosive variant. There is no chance any of them survive this. Okay, at least they died. They're not invincible. So yeah, the Death Beam is definitely a cool spell that you should check out. Now moving on, we have another quality of life mod, which I have actually been using throughout this video the entire time, and it is the NPC Spawner spell. And you can find it by looking in your spell wheel, and then to the right there's gonna be a white icon with a human which says NPC Spawner. And when you click the trigger, you'll see this thing appears. If it's white, it's gonna be a dummy, which means it will just stand there and not do anything. By clicking the grip, you can change it to be a red thing, and then it will be an enemy. Oh my god, I actually have to fight her now. Get out, get out. I actually have to fight her now. Death Beam. Is she dead? Yeah, okay, she's dead. And then by clicking the grip button again, we can switch it to a blue thing, and then it will spawn a friendly one. So by using this mod, we can actually make the friendly and enemy people fight each other. Okay, no, this guy's gonna attack me. I need to run. Oh, they're fighting. Okay, they're going now. Let's see. Who's gonna win? Okay, our friendly got a hit in. This guy's just going for me. I'm in the air, bro. You can't do nothing. Look behind you. Look behind you, buddy. You're about to get hit. Okay, these guys are actually gonna fight. That guy's just doing nothing. That guy's kind of a spectator. These guys are fighting, though. Okay. Oh, the enemy killed one of our friendly. Okay. Buddy, why are you inspecting your sword? Can you please kill this guy? Oh, no. The friendly guys just suck, I guess. Oh, my God. The friendly guys just suck. The friendly guys suck so bad. Both of them died to one enemy. I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to pick up my friendly guy's sword and fight this guy myself. Come on, buddy. Since you're so good, fight me. Huh, block. But besides that, if we go into the mod menu and select the NPC Spawner category, we can also change some settings, which is the health of the enemies, the creature that we're spawning, and the spawn mode. The spawn mode doesn't really matter, it's just how you throw it, if it's just gonna curve or go in a straight line. But look, we can go select creatures. I have it on civilian, and we get selected from all different stuff, and there can be even modded characters in here. So using this, we can spawn something like a chicken. Okay, ready guys? I'm gonna catch this guy. 3, 2, 1, come here. Got him. Got you, chicken. Okay, I actually became curious. Can chickens fly? So, if I drop him from this height, what will happen? Let's just find out. 3, 2, 1. Okay, oh, okay. He's falling, he's falling. Well, I guess that answers the question. It's pretty sad, but chickens just clearly can't fly. And an example of a modded character you can spawn is a horse. Or you can even spawn in a flying horse. And this mod is actually not going to be in today's video, but guys, you can ride these horses using a mod, and definitely leave it in the comments if you want me to make a full video about the horses mod. So the next mod on the list is also kind of a quality of life mod, and definitely the perfect mod to use with the Yamato, and it is Zandatsu. So this mod is a spell that you can find in the spell wheel. In the bottom right corner, it's going to be a blue spell with kind of a Chinese character on it. And then if you cast the spell, it will just flash blue on your screen. So that activates this mod. So now if you have an enemy over here, you can activate slow motion, press the spell use button, slice through his torso, and then this will happen when you sheath the blade. Oh. Okay. YouTube, you definitely didn't see anything. But yeah, that's pretty much all the Zandatsu does, is just allow you to literally cut enemies in half. You can also modify the spell by going into the mod menu and selecting Zandatsu. I enabled so that the blue tint is not always there and it just flashes when I activate the spell. And you can enable so that you don't need slow motion, you don't even need the spell. You can pretty much make it always active, which will require some more computer power, but if you have it, definitely go for it. And I would definitely download this mod. So the next mod on today's list is the Medieval Mega Pack. And if we go into our home and look in the item book, there's gonna be a bunch of categories that say MMP on them, ranging all the way from daggers to ranged weapons to big weapons, and even different categories by countries. So let's, for example, go into the rarity category, and here we can have a double-bladed sword. So let's do a quick sharpness test. Yeah, pretty good. And I'm wondering, like, can we imbue it differently on either sides of the sword? So if we put fire here, oh, it turned the other side to fire, but let's see what happens if I try and imbue it with light. Okay, so yeah, it kind of works. This side is like fire combined with lightning for some reason, and this side is only fire. So let's test it out, shall we?
Let's make this quick.
Come here, buddy. Okay. Duck and electrify. There's no way you're not dead. There's no chance. Absolutely zero chance. You have no weapon, buddy. Are you gonna try slap me? Come on, try slap me. See what happens. Okay. Yeah, how did that go for you, buddy? But honestly, I don't think the fire on this side works. I think on this side it's only electricity, as we can see. And I think on this side it's only fire. So from this medieval mega pack, I just got myself a composite bow combined with explosive arrows as well, so let's test them out. Alright, there is our victim. Let's load it up and fire. 3, 2, 1. What? Are you not gonna explode? I'm wondering, like, do I have to light this on fire for it to start burning, and then when it reaches the end, it will explode? I guess, let's try it out. Light on fire. Okay, quick. No, where's my bow? Okay, just throw it out. Okay, attempt number 2. Take out the arrow, light it on fire, and quickly, fire. He engulfed into flames. Is he gonna explode? Okay, that's pretty cool. But yeah, guys, the Medieval Mega Pack has a bunch of cool items, and I barely showed you any of them there, so comment down below if you want me to make an in-depth video about the Medieval Mega Pack, and definitely check the mod out down below. Next up on the list, we have another quality of life mod that will just improve your overall Blade and Sorcery experience and bring it to a whole new level, which is Dynamic Breakables. But what this allows you to do is to break blades when they smack across each other. So, let's see. Oh! It worked. A whole piece. This piece just flew off of this sword. So, yeah. So now when you're fighting enemies, you can break their weapons and then make them useless, pretty much. Swing at me. Oh, it didn't break. Didn't break yet. Okay, swing again. Hup. Okay, swing again. Yes, nice. Now look at that. And look what she has left. She can't even attack me with this. She can barely attack. I don't know what she's trying to do here, but, well, clearly it's not working out well for her, as you guys can see. So, let's just, wait, can I try break her shield? I'm gonna try break her shield right now. Okay, I ended up breaking her arm and not her shield, so let's just finish her off. And now I actually wanted to pick up, not this, I wanted to pick up the shield and see if it's breakable. Yes! Oh my god, look at this, guys. If this is not an advanced level mod by your measures, then I don't know what is. I just literally broke the shield into 3 pieces. And this mod is also heavily customizable. If you open the mod menu and go into dynamic breakables, you have the general settings which let you set the maximum break cap, so how many different pieces can you break an item into. You just have so much stuff here. If we click on the material section, you can even set the damage that each material does to the item. So for example, if you cut a rope, it will decrease the HP of the item and make it easier to break, even though it's not a hard material. And I'm actually very curious, can you break a bow using this mod? So comment your predictions down below right now and let's test it. Ah, no. Looks like the sword just goes right through and doesn't slice it. So looks like, sadly, you cannot cut a bow using this mod. It would have been very cool, but I guess not. Anyways, though, you should definitely get this mod, because once you get it, it will improve your Blade and Sorcery experience and you will never want to go back. So our second to last mod on today's list is the Destructo Disc. And this is a really cool spell to use if you want to be able to do this. And there are different throwing techniques that you can use to be able to throw this thing more accurately, such as like overhand, or throwing it from the side, like sidearm like this. You can even experiment with underhand. But I would say never throw it like a frisbee, because you will not really get any accuracy out of it or significant speed, so avoid doing that. And yes, those who know the reference, put it in the comments. And yeah, if you open the mod manager and go to the Destructo Disc category, you can set different settings such as the speed, the damage of the disc, actually fully customizable color as well based on values of red, green, and blue. But what's interesting is this transparency value. So what if I turn this down to like 17? Look at the disc now. It's pink, but also transparent, so this is actually pretty cool. And guess what, guys? Right now, I'm holding a Destructo Disc. You just can't see it because I set the transparency to maximum. So, look, if I throw it, you can actually see the impact. You just cannot see the disc. So here I can be like, hello, girl. I don't have any weapons, so don't be worried about it, and then go, But yeah, I would say this mod is a must-have and definitely download it. And our last and final mod for today is Wings. And this mod allows me to just be running on the ground and then double jump and start flying like this. And I can fly all over the place wherever I want. Basically, this is a quality of life mod that will ensure that you have the best experience in Blade and Sorcery in the sandbox mode, so that you don't have to spend a bunch of time running around. And it also allows you to do some pretty cool things, such as cast fireballs all the way from the air. And again, there's always going to be this guy that survives a massive fireball, and you just have to deal with them yourself. But I can also combine this mod with the flip spell that I showed you earlier to do crazy flips and spins in the air and definitely get motion sickness. And this mod also has settings in the mod manager that allow you to change some things about it, like the vertical speed and horizontal speed that you go at. So if I set these to high, look what I can do. So let's say I start off on this island in the middle of nowhere. Look how fast I can get to the main part. I just activate my wings mod and just speed away. And I even fly over the house. Or let's say I need to get up to the top of that mountain, so I just activate my wings mod and just go fast up and away. And I'm already here. That took like 2 seconds. Anyways though, honestly, if you don't plan to download this mod, I don't know what the hell you're doing. This mod is absolutely a necessity for literally anybody playing Blade and Sorcery. Anyways guys, that is gonna wrap up today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. Those were all the necessary mods you need to download in Blade and Sorcery. They are all gonna be links down below in the description right now. And if you enjoyed them, please consider subscribing to the channel and smashing that like button to support me and also continue getting updates on the best mods out there in Blade and Sorcery. But that is it for me guys. I hope you enjoy your day and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.